Hey boys and girls, welcome to another super exciting, outrageous toy review. Today we're taking a look at the Slaughter's Marauders Barbecue figure from G.I. Joe. Barbecue was part of the Slaughter's Marauders sub-team from 1989. These were all repaint action figures on a special squad led by Sgt Slaughter.
Drop it, give me 50!
Barbecue was the first Slaughter Marauder action figure that I got as a kid. This is my childhood figure. I bought him at Best, which was a outlet store in Montgomeryville, Pennsylvania. It was right by Toys R Us. You would look at the toys on the shelf, and if it was a big ticket item, you'd have to take the ticket up to the counter, and they'd bring it out of the warehouse from the back. Joe's that were on a peg, though, you could just take off the shelf and pay for them that way. I remember looking at Slaughter Marauders figures a couple times there, staring at the different tanks, and picking up a couple of the Marauders there. Barbecue I picked out because I did not have Barbecue. I never had the original Barbecue. Up to this point, I did eventually get him. But when I bought this figure, I did not have a Barbecue in my collection. My nursery school best friend, Will Smith, not the actor, had an original Barbecue from '85. But I pretty much missed the entire '85 line. I got into G.I. Joe predominantly in 1986. I had a lot of 1984 and 1983 hand-me-down figures from a neighbor. But my figure collection pretty much started with Fresh Skies in 1986. So Barbecue has the classic Slaughter Marauders colors with the bright blue helmet. He's got dark brown, light green, and dark green going down him, and it kind of repeats. It's not a bad color scheme. I get the blue helmet is a little goofy, but I kind of like it. It's bright, it's colorful, it makes the figures stand out. I think the brown and green striped camo is just kind of cool, though. I always liked the Slaughter Marauders. While I understand why the original Barbecue was dressed in bright red with him being a firefighter, it is kind of nice to have him in a more subtle outfit. I think a head swap with the original one with this body would look really great, because it would remove most of his blue, tone it down to just his collar and his little leg bands here, and the silver helmet is really cool, I think, on the original figure. I never tried that, but I think it would look great. He comes with his axe. This is a repaint of the original one, or remold. Does not have the silver stripe on it that the original one did. The handle is a little tiny. It fits in his hand easy, which is good because it doesn't break his thumb, but it does kind of flop around a little bit. He comes with his backpack, which is molded into colors. It's silver tanks with a silver-ish but mostly gray frame. It is two pieces that pop together. He comes with a black hose that connects to a gun, like a water sprayer. I never knew as a kid that it pegged on here. No clue. He would just hold it in his hand, or I would just wrap it around his backpack somehow. But there's Barbecue with his little water squirter. Again, very tiny handle, so this falls out of his hand pretty easily. If it didn't have the cord, these would always be lost, and they're still kind of a hard piece to find for G.I. Joes. Barbecue's not the most exciting Joe for combat. He's a support trooper, but I think he serves an important role, and I just think he's kind of cool looking with that amazing space-age helmet. I would have rather seen this helmet on some of the Star Brigade figures than some of the helmets they did end up using, I think. He's got lots of great black details. He's got this tank on his chest and his belt. He's got black boots. I just think he looks pretty good. I don't know what this little blue thing is. Maybe some sort of walkie-talkie, some sort of a device. And he's got a little pouch over here. But all the way around, a nice figure. He's got these weird lace things on the back of his suit. I don't know what those are for either, but I always thought they looked kind of cool. He just has a lot of nice details in his sculpt, and I think that the Slaughter's Marauder colors are kind of striking for him. Barbecue was originally issued in 1985, so he has standard 1985 articulation with the ball-jointed head, shoulder joints, swivels at the elbows, elbow joints, O-ring waist with those great G.I. Joe hip joints. He's got bends at the knees. His screws seem really big. Don't those screws look really big? To you? Maybe not. I wonder if those are not stock screws or... I don't know. That's weird.
Listen up, maggots. If you go to JoeCon and you see Kevin, make sure to say hi and let him know you watch SEO Toy Review.
Slaughter's Marauder Barbecue was the first Marauder I ever had. I used to team him up with my Triple T Sgt Slaughter and the 3 Renegades figures from the 1987 movie. And that was my Slaughter's Marauders team. Thanks for watching this super exciting, outrageous toy review. In the comments down below, let me know what you think of Barbecue version 1 or this guy. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos.